So does it have to be so ugly though?
So ugly.
If you have one in a mining site, you should be singing hallelujah every day. To have all three, it's incredible blessing.
You're valuing your company at 166 million naira. I assume this is your place?
No, this is not my place. This is my future place. So
This is your future place. I'm extremely impressed, and this is a solution to a real problem.
The big question, why didn't these businesses get any form of funding? I mean, with these beautiful products, why didn't they get any funding from the lions in the lion's den? This is the biggest questions that I have, and I'm going to be addressing in this video. Guys, welcome back. My name is Joluche and you're welcome to another review episode of The Lion's Den. My name is Joluche, and if you're new to my channel, I talk about reality shows, and today we're talking about the five best businesses that did not get any funding in the den when they got into the den pitching their businesses. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing to be a part of this conversation and this community, so that if you want to get alerts of my video, of course turn on post notifications so I always get alerts of my video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Guys, we talk about reality shows in this channel, and of course real-time stories. And guys, I've taken a special interest on this very fine business reality show called The Lion's Den. I mean, the reason why I love this reality show is very obvious, because obviously this is like the biggest business reality show that helps and gives entrepreneurs an opportunity to pitch their business out there, to get the help they need for their business to grow and thrive. And the earlier clips I shared were the clips of 5 amazing businesses that came, 5 amazing entrepreneurs that came into the den, pitched their business, and was really hoping to get some kind of help financially from the lions. Unfortunately, they didn't leave the den with any form of funding, and basically that is why I thought to myself, guys, literally they came on the show. Of course, some of them have been asked to come back if they can meet up to the requirements that the lions have asked them to. But in my own mind, I know this journey of entrepreneurship is hard, and I felt like I needed to come in here to share why these businesses, why, if you are an investor, you probably might look into these businesses and say, okay, maybe I could come in and do something. So basically, my channel is a brand cheering community. Here I try to, I'm a brand cheerleader, guys. I want to cheer these guys up. Even though they didn't get any form of funding in the Lions Den, it's not the end of the world. I'm very sure, I believe in their products, and I know that they might actually end up getting the kind of help. And guys, I don't know, but for some reason I kind of feel very positive sharing this the journey of these entrepreneurs, because I feel like somehow they might probably get some kind of help. Maybe some investor might be doing some research, might be looking for this kind of businesses to invest in, and maybe they might just stumble across my video, and this will be one of my biggest dreams come true in this channel. One of the things I want to do in my channel is to communicate and to connect people to the right people who are seeking for, and people who this channel is for seekers. Okay, so if you're looking for something, you probably might find it here if you're very intentional about it, because I kind of try to be that middle woman who tries to share thoughts, knowledge, events that would help struggling people, entrepreneurs, brands, people, get better, and of course have clarity on their journey. So guys, the 5 businesses that came into the den didn't get any investments. I'm going to take them one after the other, and of course I'm not going to take them based on how important any business is, because I feel these 5 businesses did very well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share their journey based on how they came into the den. So I'm going to use the episodes at which it was done. The first entrepreneur I'm going to be starting with is this entrepreneur who came with the business Seal, and he came in the first episode in the Lion's Den. The very first episode, we saw 140 million being given out to 2 solid entrepreneurs. But somehow in my mind, I felt like this entrepreneur needed that money. I felt like he worked hard. I felt like he was very innovative. But unfortunately, he didn't get any funding. So Seal pitched his company. This company produces washing, like automatic washing hands basins, and maybe his journey was to give it out to to have customers maybe in hospitals, organizations that would actually get this and, you know, avoid the spread of COVID. The inspiration behind this invention was actually the COVID-19 that saw us doing a lot of hand washing. So this is like an automatic hand washing thing where you don't have to come close, you know, you just put your hand, it has a sensor, and then it washes and it rinses and all that. I think one of the biggest problems that this this business had was Paul actually said that he looked very terrible, that maybe he needed to do some fine-tuning, made it look more presentable. I don't know if this entrepreneurs might get to see this video, but one of the reasons why I'm sharing this video is to help you share insights to see how you can actually maybe repackage your business and maybe get that get that investor you want. So Seal was asking for 20 million naira. I don't think that was too much money. I think it was very, very interesting. And the amazing thing about this entrepreneur was that he shared that he was actually a taxi driver. And then he had his spare time. He loved tech. He loved to do these things. And then he got back to doing that. And I was like, oh my God, how I wish he had gotten an investment. The second entrepreneur on my list is the entrepreneur, you guys, the most popular entrepreneur who has saved the highest, who I think was asking for the biggest amount of money in the den. Polyguard investment. Patrick was asking for 500 million naira, guys. 500 million naira. You heard that right. That's $500 million naira. I mean, if you convert that, that's huge money. So he was asking for that because he's into mining. He has been into this business for over 2 decades, and you know, I mean, his story was so touching. Like I literally cried watching the speech. I literally cried when he didn't get an investment, but you know, this was one of the most potential businesses that looked like he was going to get an investment, you know, after his speech, because it looked like some of the lions were still going to be interested to come back to say, okay, you know, when you have this thing fixed in your business, we're ready to come and do it with you. I mean, Bolaji gave him high hopes. Dan also gave him high hopes, and I think Bolaji and Kiara were the ones that really told him to come back. So I don't know if Patrick is anywhere there. I know it's really hard work to come out and pitch, but really, if you have fixed that part of your business that didn't make you get that 500 million, I think you should fix it and maybe come back to it then, because I will be one of the happiest people that will see this guy get this investment. I mean, for somebody that has invested in a business over 350 million, you know, for somebody who is a diehard entrepreneur who believes in his dream of mining, who has actually had mineral resources brought out of his mining sites, I think he has a big business that could change a lot of things for him and even for our society, you know. So I think one of the reasons why he didn't get investment was because of his logistics, like how he was going to be transporting. And then he said that there was this company that was coming into Nigeria to help with the logistics. I don't know. I hope they are back in Nigeria. I hope they are currently operating in Nigeria so that he can get that investment he needs. So he made it to my number 2 spot, Polyguard investment. Yes, that was my number 2 businesses who didn't get investment in the den, but who are solid businesses that probably investors should look into. The third business that I really feel like should have gotten an investment is Phoenix Robotics, guys. The third business I feel like should have gotten an investment is Phoenix Robotics, guys. These guys came into the den and literally showed us like the things that we see the Chinese guys do, like, you know, those big tech companies. These guys came with their robotics that would help manufacturers manufacture their things with less casualties, with less accidents, unfortunately they didn't get any funding. I think they were asking for 20 million, I guess. Yes, I think so. I think they were asking for 20 million naira. And unfortunately, the question that threw them out of space, threw them out of the den, was this question from Paul. And the question was, do you have a life-size production of this particular robot? And, you know, when they said no, it was more like, maybe if you had gotten a life-size, maybe you would have been able to invest. And I was like, you know, it's not easy to get this thing. This thing needs money, and these guys are coming to ask for the resources. Maybe if they have that resource, they will be able to produce that life-size robotics that actually Mr. Paul was asking for. So I really, because, I mean, if you guys watched that episode, I mean, I think it was episode 8. Yes, in episode 8. I mean, I remember in that particular episode that a lot of a lot of the lions were like, oh my God, I wish we could. In fact, Mrs. Adenike of all people was like, I wish I was Bill Gates. I would be able to fund your tech company without looking at my instant gain back. Because one of the things I noticed about the Lions Den is that most of these entrepreneurs, most of these investors in the Lions Den want to see a business that can thrive fast so that they can cash out fast. And most of these tech companies don't look like they have that kind of plan. Tech is a hard thing. It's very difficult to really scale a tech company, and unfortunately they didn't get that funding. But I really hope, I'm wishing that they would get it, because they really deserved it. I mean, those guys look like workaholics. Guys, the fourth company that came in, the fourth business that came into the den and did not get any form of investment is this guy Kamo Rice. I don't know, but for some reason I really love this guy. His boldness, his the beginning of his speech was very fantastic. He came in with a drama. He did the African thing. He was asking for 70 million naira, and at the end of the day, he didn't get the investment he wanted. I mean, he had this packaging, he had a lot of things going on. He was already working on his business. We could tell that this guy was a solid entrepreneur, but he didn't get an investment. And one of the things I've noticed about the food people who come into the den is they always ask for 70 million, 80 million, 100 million. And I think for some reason, the Lions kind of disagree that they need this kind of money for their business. And I don't really know why the Lions are disagreeing. Okay, guys, away from the Kamo Rice guy, the last entrepreneur who I feel really needed this money and should have gotten it is Christabel KIDDIES. Like, literally, that lady came in very savvy. She had this thing that she had done with the diapers, disposable, rewashable diapers, and I was like, my God, why didn't she just get this money already? Like, literally, I felt like she deserved that money. She was asking for just 5 million naira, and unfortunately, Ms. Adenike was a spoiler alert in that particular pitch. I don't know why, but I really felt bad that this entrepreneurs didn't get any form of investment. Guys, a recap of the entrepreneurs that didn't get any business any investment that deserved it is number one, Sale Company. The second company was Polyguard Investment. The third company is Phonics Robotics. The fourth company is Kamo Rice. And the fifth company is Christabel KIDDIES. Guys, these 5 entrepreneurs were literally one of the best entrepreneurs that came into the den with good products but didn't get any kind of investment. If you think you saw any business that deserved investment that didn't get it, throw it in the comment section. Guys, I also have the links of these entrepreneurs. The ones that I could find, I have their links in the description box. You want to check them out, you want to follow them up. And one thing I need to say is that most of these entrepreneurs also need to do a lot of work. Most of them are very invisible. We cannot see them, we cannot communicate with them. Why can't you share about your journey in the Lions Den? Because this is the big opportunity for you to spread your business and get people to come into the business. Like, I don't know why, but the only entrepreneur that I see doing very well so far is Kamo Rice, and I'm going to be leaving you guys with his video that he shared that is actually making him get some kind of popularity, visibility, and I know he's going to get that investment he deserves. Guys, let me know your thoughts on what I've shared so far. This is currently what I feel and how I feel. I don't know if I made sense, but if I didn't, let me know. If I did, let me know in the comment section. I'm going to see you all in another video. For now, thank you so much for your watch time. Guys, if you're coming into the den, be very intentional. Use your hashtags, share your social media handles, share your data, on YouTube, on your social media. People are looking for you. You never know, you might be able to find that person, that investor you need in your business, even if you did not get it in the Lions Den. Guys, I'm going to see you all in another video. For now, stay tuned and watch Kamo Rice guy spread his goodness to the world.
We are an agricultural company that deal in the supply of fresh farm produce within Nigeria, and we also have a livestock department where we have a fish farm, a poultry farm, and a pig farm. Behind me is our pig project, which I'll be showing you that the COVID-19 affected, in which we were not able to complete our project. Our poultry farm, as you can see, these are our birds. We used to have about 6,000 birds. 6,000 to 7,000 birds sometimes, but right now we just have about 2,000 plus. We had to sell some of the birds as whole layers, and we don't have funds to refill them. This is the main reason is because of the feed here. The COVID-19 affected almost everything here, so the money for the feed has gone so high that we had to reduce our livestock.